to get the outline story of the best-selling book, Everyone Has a Story. It is an inspirational romance story written by the India's highest-selling female author, Savi Sharma. This is her first book, which was published in August 2015. The total number of page counts to be 184. As a reader, I enjoyed the moments in this book and I am in love with author's description of love and friendship. It is truly amazing how she has penned down those moments as if one could experience them. Simple and subtle writing which is very easy to understand. Just give a light reading, only then you would love this book. Yes, now it's time for us to get into the story. The whole story encircled only around the four main characters who are Meera, Vivan, Kabir and Nisha. These four are very close friends. Meera is a protagonist, a young girl working as HR in a company located in Pune. Being a HR, she meets so many people and get to know the life story of each one. So, she is very fond of writing books of her own, but nevertheless, she gets any of the ideas in her mind to write upon the best story in her book. Vivan, working as a successful assistant manager in a city bank. He is very bored of his daily routine life and work pressure. So, Vivan wants to escape his world he is living in and always wishes to be a traveler and thinks about traveling somewhere and exploring the beauty of the world. Kabir, who is working in coffee shop named Coffee and Us. He is very humble and dedicated in his work. He also wins the heart of many of his customers who visit Coffee and Us by serving the best varieties of his delicious coffee. Next, Nisha is one such regular customer to the coffee shop where Kabir is working as a manager. She is very beautiful, but every time she visits the coffee shop, she used to sit in the corner table and cry. When this is noticed by Kabir, he became astonished and very curious to know the reason behind Nisha's cry. At the same time, he is very afraid to ask her the reason, but every day Kabir serves his delicious coffee on Nisha's table by paying his own money. One day, Kabir decided to ask her the reason, for which Nisha grew very angry and told him that it is none of his business to ask for, and Nisha immediately left the coffee bar. After some months, Nisha came to coffee shop and regrets Kabir for being arrogant to him that day. She also thanked him for serving her the delicious coffee, which really makes her not to think about committing suicide. Rather, the delicious coffee made her to look forward the next new day. Finally, she told Kabir that she had broken up with a guy whom she loved before, made her to abort their own baby. Nisha told Kabir that her lover's betrayal was a reason for her crying that day. Kabir consoled Nisha. By the way, Kabir falls in love with Nisha and proposes her to marry him, for which she agrees to marry Kabir. but Kabir decided that he will marry Nisha only after his financial growth. That is, he wishes to run his own coffee shop. In search of a story for her book, Meera used to attend the meetings. One such meeting is with the author Arjun Mehra, where Meera meets Vivan and they two become very close friends. At last, Meera decided to write the life story of Vivan, so she curiously asked Vivan to tell her about his journey of life, for which Vivan tells her his secret desire to travel around the world, and other than that, nothing much interesting had happened in his life. And Vivan also told that he never loved anyone. These both usually meet and talk about the story in the coffee shop where Kabir is working, so they all become friends in such a way. Kabir always encourages Meera to write the story. Kabir also narrates his own love story to Meera, and Vivan helps Kabir to start his own new coffee shop by becoming a business partner with Kabir. Months later, Kabir started his own new coffee shop, for which Kabir named Caf Kabir, and soon after that, Kabir will marry Nisha. Meanwhile, Meera and Vivan became very close to each other, and even one day they accidentally kissed each other in the park during their walk. Both fall in love but never reveals their love to each other. One day, Vivan left to explore the world without saying any goodbyes to his friends Kabir, Nisha, and even to Meera. He didn't tell anything. One side, Meera became totally depressed, and not even a single day moved for her without the thoughts of Vivan, because every page of her story was filled by the name of Vivan. Whereas on the other side, Vivan is totally enjoying of being a traveler to China, Italy, Paris, Western Europe, Tokyo, Alaska, New York City, and so-called various places for about 3 months. Though he was far away from India, Vivan's thoughts are hovering around Meera, and he feels guilt of leaving her without telling anything about his travel journey. During his days in Paris, Vivan came to realize his love for Meera, and he immediately takes a plane to India. As soon as landing India, he took a taxi to Caf Kabir shop. There Vivan comes to know through Nisha that Meera and Kabir went to publish the book of Meera. Vivan suddenly ran to the publisher's studio and came to know that Meera's book is rejected as it is still incomplete because Meera didn't write anything after the departure of Vivan. Since Meera had written the life story of Vivan in her book, she doesn't know anything what had happened to Vivan after he left her. All on a sudden, Vivan intervenes and tells Meera about his flashback, which was the reason for him to left her without telling anything. Some years ago, Vivan had loved a girl named Radha. In the meantime, Vivan showed his marriage invitation to Meera. Meera was shocked on seeing the marriage invitation of Vivan and Radha. Then Vivan revealed that his lover, the most loved bride, Radha, was raped and abused by some brutals in her wedding day on her arrival to the marriage hall. That made Vivan to leave Meera because he thought that he cannot love Meera the same as he loved Radha before. Meera becomes so stressful on hearing "I cannot love you" from her most loved person, Vivan. So she immediately left the place in her car. She went to climb the hill where she realized her love will never fade away, even though Vivan says that he cannot love her anymore. Meera decided to heal the wounds of Vivan by being with him. All on a sudden, she slipped and fell down from the hill, and immediately Meera was admitted in the hospital. Vivan, Kabir, Nisha all rushed to the hospital. The doctor told that Meera had gone to coma stage. This broke in the heart of Vivan. Vivan would stay with Meera every day in the hospital and tells how he loves her. I think this is the most touching scene in the book. Every time Vivan confesses his love to Meera, only tears shed from the eyes of Meera. He wanted to tell Meera all about why he had returned to India, not to tell her about Radha, but because to tell that he loves Meera. Vivan loves her more than he wanted to admit. There will always be a place in his heart for Radha, but there will always be a different and special place in his heart for Meera. Vivan begged Meera by saying, "Oh, my love, don't just breathe, live your life." The book ends in the hospital scene where Meera is still in her coma stage. Vivan will kiss Meera and keeps his face close to her as their tears mixed together. After years, Meera gets all right. In the beginning, she thought of writing the life story of Vivan in her book, but fate had made her to write her own story named Everyone Has a Story, which you are all listening now. Yes, Meera here in this book is none other than the author herself, Savi Sharma. She published this book with Vivan, who is her husband now in reality. Finally, she addressed the readers that everyone has a story to tell. Everyone is a writer. Some are written in the books and some are confined to hearts. And I am so excited to read its second part. Everyone Has a Story Part 2. Let's see how that goes. Thank you.